Hello friends, in today's lecture we are going to study the population forecasting and design period and also the factor affecting the design period, right? In last lecture we had studied that what is the water demand, what are the various types of water demand, what are the intake structures and etc. Now in today's lecture we are going to study population forecasting. Majorly think that why we have to forecast the population, right? If you want to design a water supply scheme, or if you want to supply the water for any city or locality or area or colony, then you must have to know the water required by per capita or per person, and how much quantity of water that person will require throughout the year, and also on that basis per water required by per capita into total population. It means we will get the whole water, the total amount of water required by that area or colony in 1 year, right? So such a type of calculations and methods we are going to study in today's lecture. So first of all, population forecasting. Population forecasting means ज्याला आपण मराठीतून जनगणना म्हणतो, right? Then why civil engineers have to calculate the forecast the population? Because they have to design water supply scheme and they have to supply the water for the that capita which is acquired by that area. So the water needed to be supplied is depend upon population, right, of the area. So basically civil engineers have to calculate or also forecast the population of the area. Then what are the methods of population forecasting? Right, there are various types of method, but we are going to study majorly these four types of method, that are arithmetical increase method. So please write down it in your notebook. Geometrical increase method, incremental increase method, and last one graphical method, right? What are these type of methods and how to calculate or how to forecast the population by using these methods we are studying now. So first of all, arithmetical method or arithmetical increase method. So write down these formulas and explanation of these types of graph method in your notebook, right? First point, the arithmetical increase method. In this method, rate of growth of population is to be assumed as constantly increasing, right? याचा अर्थ ह्या टाईपच्या कॅल्क्युलेशन्समध्ये आपल्याला त्या शहराचा किंवा लोकॅलिटीचा रेट हा वाढीचा जो रेट आहे तो कॉन्स्टंट असला पाहिजे असं आपण ॲज्युम करतो, राईट? दिस मेथड इज युजफुल फॉर लार्ज अँड ओल्ड सिटी. प्लीज नोट डाऊन दिस मेथड इज युजफुल फॉर majorly useful for large and old cities. In this method, the average increase in population per decade is calculated from the past census report, right? Previous census report, we can call it. This increase is also added to the present population to find out the population of next decade. It means we will use the data of previous decades, interpret it, and by using it we will forecast the population for the next decades, right? So what is formula? It is Pn equals to P0 plus Nx. Now note down the every term included in this formula, that Pn means population to be forecasted. It means we have to calculate the population after 3 decades, right? Decades means, yes, ज्याला आपण मराठीतून दशक म्हणतो. If we have the data of 2011 and examiner asked us of data 2021 or 2031, then we have to calculate population of after 1 decade or 2 decade, right? P0 is population of latest decade. It means if we have calculated if we have population of 2011, it means that we have the population of latest decade. Then what is n? N is the number of decades, and x is the average increasing population in last decade, right? Everybody get it? So write down this in your notebook. Then we will solve or understand it by the numerical. So write down this example in your notebook. The following data is collected regarding population. Calculate demand of water for small residential area or colony and forecast the population after 3 decades. It means if we have, see that if we have 2001 year, then we have to calculate the population after 3 decades. It means we have to calculate the population after 30 years, right? And today we have the population of 2001. It means we have to calculate the population by the end of 2030. Everybody get it? Or 31. So the column is given there. In one column years is mentioned, and another column, a row, the population in that decade is mentioned. So see that in 1961 there was population of colony 4320. In 1971 it was 5200. In 1981 it was 7120. In 1991 it was 800, and in year 2001 it was 9150. So we have formula that Pn is equals to P0 plus Nx. Now we have to find out Pn here, right? After 30 years or 3 decades. So P0 is population of latest decade. On the basis of table given, we have the latest decade 2001. So the population of 2001 will be 9150. Then n is the number of decade, it means 3 decade. So we have to calculate population after 3 decade, it means by the end of 2030. Then look over the table carefully. In this table we have to calculate in third column increase in population, right? So you have to subtract population of 1971 to, we have to subtract the population of 1961 from the population of 1971. It means 5200 minus 4320, right? We will get 880. Same again in 1981, 7100 minus 5200, we will get 1920. Same for the 1991, 8000 minus 7100, we will get 880. And same for the 2001, we have to subtract 9150 minus 8000, we will get 1150. Now we have to sum all this increased population and divide it by 4, so that we will get the average increase in population. So by this calculation we will get x here, right? So that x will be 1208. Its exact value is 1207.5, but we will not count the population in decimal places, so we will take it as 1208. Now put all these values in formula. So Pn is equals to 9150 plus in bracket 3 into why 3 is the number of decades, into 1208, which is nothing but our ax. So we will get the population by the end of 2030 will be 12,774. Everybody get this? So overlook the problem again, write down it on your notebook and try to solve it by yourself. So then second method, geometrical increase method. So what is geometrical increase method? In this method, the percentage increase in population from decade to decade is assumed to be remained. See that आपण असं गृहीत धरू की 2001 ते 2011 ह्या दरम्यान 10% लोकसंख्या वाढली. बघा 10,000 नाही म्हणते मी, 10%, राईट. 2011 ते 2012 पुन्हा आपण असं कन्सिडर केलं की जवळजवळ 10% लोकसंख्या वाढली, राईट. सो इन दिस मेथड वी एज्युम दॅट the rate of increase remained constant. Everybody get is What is main difference between this? Then, since this method gives higher values and hence should be applied for the, look over this, where it is applied, it is applied for the new industrial town at the beginning of development, and also for young and developing cities. Okay, then what is the formula for this method? It will be Pn is equals to P0 in bracket 1 plus R by 100 raised to n. Then what is R here? R is nothing but the geometrical growth. And other terms we had studied in last slide or last method also. Pn is the population after n decade and n is the number of decade. Then how to calculate this geometrical growth? We will see in next slide. So numerical method, numerical second. We will study the same example here also. Following data is collected regarding the population. Calculate demand of water for small residential area or colony for forecasting the population after 3 decades. It means by the end of 2030, right? Again, the column 1, row 1 is given with your years and row 2 is given with population. Then what is the formula for the geometrical method? Is Pn is equals to P0 in bracket 1 plus R divided by 100 raised to n. Now here we have to find out Pn. We have P0 which is 9150 and n3, n is the number of decade which is nothing but the 3, right? It means by the end of 2030. So how to calculate? Look over, in column 1 year is given, in column 2 population is given, in column 3 increase population. We had studied this column in previous lecture also, right? How to calculate increase? You have to subtract 4320. It means population of 1961 from the population of 1971, which is 5200, right? We have to do it in this column. And now in next column, rate of growth in percentage. All right, rate of growth in percentage. How to calculate this? It means you have to take previous decade as a base, right? म्हणजे जर तुम्ही 1971 ला किती टक्के लोकसंख्या वाढली हे जर कॅल्क्युलेट करणार असाल तर तुम्हाला 1961 ची लोकसंख्या ही बेस म्हणून घ्यावं लागेल. ही 1961 च्या नंतर किती टक्के वाढली, म्हणून 5200 वजा 4320 भागिले 4320, right? You had studied how to calculate percentage in your 10th standard. It's not part of our discussion. So we will calculate the percentage here, and we will get the percentage increase in 1971, 1981, 1991 and 2001. Now by using this percentage we will study how to calculate R. R is nothing but the geometrical growth rate. So what is the formula for R? R raised to n is equals to R1 into R2 into R3 dash 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 Rn. So to calculate R, we have to under root or nth root of R1 into R2 into Rn summation, the whole bracket summation. So here what is the value of n? Yes, it is 3, but I had taken for our convenience that value of R will be 4, right? So 4 will be the value because we have 4 rate of increases. So what is R1? 20.37. What is R2? It will be 36.92. What is R3? It is 12.36. And what is R4? 14.38. We have to take 4th root of this bracket or multiplication. It will comes 10.59. So you have to use this value in our formula. By the population by the end of 2030 will be P0, which is nothing but 9150 in bracket 1 plus R, right? What is R? 10.59 divided by 100 raised to 3. 3 why 3? 3 is n is decade. It will come, the population by the end of 2030 will be 12,376, right? Everybody get it? This is second method. Then what is incremental increase method? Yes, it is third type of forecasting of population, suitable for an average size of town. It is suitable for average size of town under normal condition with the growth rate is found to be in increasing order. This method is combination of both previous methods. It means arithmetical increase and geometrical increase method. This incremental increase is determined for each decade from the past population, and average value is added to the present population along with the average rate of increase. So we will see it. What is formula for it? Pn is equals to P0 plus Nx, which is formula for arithmetical, plus n into n plus 1 divided by 2 multiplied by y, right? What is y then? Y is an average incremental increase of known decade. So we will see the numerical, same numerical again, we will solve same numerical here. So this is all values. We have to calculate Pn, we had given with P0